Weather's chief meteorologist, Chase Jones.
Well, in typical San Angelo fashion, a lot of that weather just went around us, but a pretty good show as we made our way into a beautiful evening. Another fantastic sunset, but I swear every time I'm on the loop, the sun is just blasting in my eyes, and it's going to get worse as we start seeing those days get shorter and shorter. So let's take our time on the loop out there and be careful, especially when we talk about school getting ready to start. I know Zoe and I have been talking about it for the last couple weeks, and it's only a few days away unless you're already started. Now, temperatures over the last 24 hours, somewhere in those lower 70s, and we made our way up into those lower 90s. Cloud cover made its way in, and we're cooling down pretty slowly right now as it holds in a lot of that daytime heating. But by tomorrow, I promise you, we're going to be somewhere in those higher 90s, and by the end of the week around those triple digits. 81 in San Angelo, everybody else at 77, if not those mid to upper 70s across the entire area. So cooling off pretty quickly. 82 in Robert Lee, 77 down there in Junction. So 5 degrees across the entire Concho Valley for a beautiful evening. But you see how that steady cloud cover is keeping us pretty uniform in temperatures across the entire area. Dew points are in those 60s, while humidity indices are anywhere from those 50s all the way up into those 90s. So I'm on the lookout for some overnight thunderstorm activity, but primarily off towards the south in those lower elevations. Now, moisture tracker still showing us some strong concentrations of yellow around the Gulf Coast, but cooler air is trying to slide its way in from the northwest. As we get closer towards the weekend, we're going to see those cooler temperatures again because transition season is getting sooner and sooner, or at least closing in with monsoon season. So we're getting ready for some of that heavier sort of fall weather, including cooler weather. Now, by next week, we could see some impressive ridging all the way up into North Dakota. So we'll see how warm things get. But I promise you, the days getting shorter doesn't allow us to get up near those triple digits, and that's going to power some of these stronger low pressure systems as they make their way down from the northwest. I promise you some cooler weather definitely on the way. Water vapor imagery. Take a good look over sort of the western side of Mexico. Some strong convection, if you can see it on the bottom of your screen. Right behind me, keeping our eye on the cold air that pushes down and sort of explodes. All this convection sort of lifts it up in the atmosphere, and we sort of see some of this heavier flooding and the circulation somewhere around Atlanta, Alabama, and parts of Georgia. Now, severe weather outlook showing us the reflection of it pushing down, while the circulation at low pressure system somewhere around Montana. So we're on the tail end of these systems. Down at the surface, still seeing those high wind alerts, if not those red flag alerts. The entire western side of the United States is currently under wildfire alerts. But we take you down into the Concho Valley to get a better idea of the cloud cover finally making its way out. Radar is showing us that it is definitely headed out of this area while things dry up, but the Futurecast is showing you where we should still see pockets across the entire area. Now, I'm on the lookout in the morning for some low cloud cover on the edges of town, but as we get closer towards the evening, if not the afternoon, some of that daytime heating will kick off some of that strong cloud convection. Zach, I know that's your favorite word of the day, but by the time we start to round the corner for the first day of school, things looking perfect for the morning, so I want to see good photos for the first day of school. But as we get closer towards picking everybody up and heading back home, some more afternoon thunderstorm activity. But by the weekend, I promise you, we'll be stuck in this pattern. So tonight, all the way back down into those upper 60s. I'm on the lookout for more rain. Then tomorrow, a good run at those lower 90s, but again, still on the lookout for some rain. But as we close in on the first day of school, I promise you, some of those seniors out there, this is your last year. It's time to make this one count because the weather's going to be absolutely beautiful. Take a good look as we close in on Labor Day, still staying well below those triple digits, while those daytime highs stay in those mid 90s and those overnight lows in those lower 70s. Stay tuned. More of the break. You're watching KSAN News at 10.